Hey everybody, this is Kevin of Paige Art. I am going to show you the creation of this actual painting. It is Fred Schrader at the Circuit de Sarthe in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, actually before the 24 Hours of Le Mans. He raced in the Aston Martin Challenge Series and came in third, which I think is pretty cool to stand on the podium at Le Mans, one of the most famous racetracks in the world. So this one's going to be a little bit different than my other videos in the past because I'm actually going to talk you through some of the techniques that I used to create this painting. So let me know your thoughts. I love making these videos and I love sharing it with you guys. So anything you want to see in future videos, hit me up on Twitter or Facebook and I'd love to hear from you. So thanks and enjoy this one. So I've started off with a light sketch. It's just a pencil drawing number 2 on watercolor paper. With watercolor, you always want to work light to dark, and the lightest light and the thing that I want to keep important is that the lines of the body itself. So I use just a regular highlighter that you get from office supply store. What's in my hand right now is a squirrel-haired brush, and what that helps me do is get a lot of color down, a lot of medium value color down, so that you have the background starting to get laid in. The technique I'm using right now is what I call a splatter technique, is where I'm taking pigment that's slightly different color than what I was laying down and basically throwing it on the paper so I get these nice cool little halos. I then go in with a hair dryer that you just saw, and that hair dryer helps me dry those spots so I get a dark pigment of color, a little halo around the outside with a light color on the inside. It's actually a really cool effect that I use kind of sparingly, but it helps give texture and motion to the painting. So like I said earlier, with watercolor you want to work light to dark. So what I'm doing now is laying in all the medium values and trying to leave the white values alone as much as I can. So headlights, number plates, reflections off the windshield, wheels, things like that are all being left alone as much as I can, and being as tight-handed as I can right now, because if I screw up, I can't get it back. I could kind of shade it and hide it, but I can't get it back. So you'll see I'm just kind of laying in. This is basically what the painting is going to look like, but it just has to go through a whole bunch of different steps to get to a nice solid feel where the car feels like it's actually on the ground and not just kind of floating in space. So all that has to do with values and getting dark, deep darks and light lights, but having them interplay with each other with a nice medium value. So I'm doing something right now that is really important to any Aston Martin, is that lovely grille. So I have to spend a lot of time making sure that it's not just black. It's actually a lot of different colors and a lot of different shades and a lot of different values coming across it. So the sun's coming from the right to my left, so I need to show that on the grille without it sticking out like a sore thumb, but I do want to make the viewer aware of it. So now you'll see I'm starting to go back in to get deeper colors. All the medium stuff was kind of there. Now I'm going back in and just making things that are supposed to be darker and infusing different colors. So green's not just green. Green has some yellow and has some blues in it, and sometimes I'll infuse some reds to get a nice, deep, rich color. But again, you can't overdo it. With watercolor, you get kind of one shot at it. So here's the final piece. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it. So thanks for your time.